Welcome to another riveting.
Get it? There's rivets.
You were supposed to have another adjective.
Aren't there rivets on cars?
Tiguan Tuesdays. I am Jason, headsets.com.
And I am Caroline Weingart.
We have a Toyota RAV4, a Honda CRV, and a Volkswagen Tiguan. We actually have a 48 Clifford as well.
We don't even have enough people in our house to drive this many cars.
No, and Plex legally can't drive a car, so we're not even close. So we've got a couple different categories because we're not professional car test drivers. We're normal people, and we said we're not going to do 0 to 60 times.
No.
We're not going to do 0 to 60 or 60 to 0 braking times.
No.
No G-forces here.
No.
We've got 5 categories for you.
I don't even know what any of those things that you just said were.
What are our categories, Carol?
First up, we have get-in ability.
Yes, so we have stowage.
Not storage, stowage.
Stowage.
We also have the third category, Ballerina Legs.
That's my favorite. And we have Operation Dumbo Drop, which I think a lot of people will love.
And lastly, we have Drivingness.
So those are our categories. Let's get started. We're going to compare these 3 compact SUVs. We're going to try and not be biased to our Volkswagen Tiguan.
I'm going to do my best.
And here we go. First up, general get-in ability. What's it like to get in these cars?
What's it like to get out of these cars? It's really technical stuff we're comparing here, people.
Important feature that everyone does in every car.
It's true. Into the RAV4 we go. All right, so that was easy. It's pretty nice. I got room. What about you?
E-brake handle. The Tiguan doesn't have an e-brake handle, so this one hits me in the leg.
That's true. It is hitting your leg.
The window buttons are a little bit in my leg, so the width is a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Everything else is decent. I feel all right. Not a ton of room, but not bad.
Okay.
Get-in ability of the CRV. Not bad width-wise. The CRV has the shifter in the middle.
That freaks me out. I don't like that.
It's okay though, because it adds a little bit of room in the middle, but I gotta say, I'm just not a fan of the no center armrest.
Yeah. And
the single armrest, because if it's up and I go to get in, I'm gonna fall.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So.
I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like that. Here we are.
Tiguan's got good get-in ability. The handle, I think, is in the perfect place.
Yep, I like that.
My legs are good. I don't think I'm too squished in here. I have plenty of headroom.
Nothing like hit my legs when I was getting in, so.
Good armrest. I think we're good to go.
Cool. Our second category is stowage.
Where do you stow all the things?
It's not storage, it's stowage.
We wanted to know. Here you go.
Stowage in the RAV4. Let's talk about it. We got secret compartments. We got a double glove box, which all of them have.
This one's cool though because it's got the one-touch open, one-touch close.
Does have that.
That's fun. 8 cup holders, 2 in the way back if you got extra Mountain Dews you want to drink.
You know I do.
The front 2 cup holders have a removable thing for big drinks right in the front. That's a plus for everybody who likes their big gulps.
I like that.
So good stowage in here.
So how do we feel about the stowage on the CRV? That, you just did something crazy with that. What?
Yeah, the kind of the lower armrest thing, cup holder folds down. If you've got a Corgi, this is perfect for where your Corgi would sit. Other than that, 8 cup holders again in the front. Nothing for a big drink, which, you know, sometimes we have big drinks.
And nothing really accessible for
card storage.
Cash or cards.
There's stuff way down here, but I mean, if I'm driving, this isn't how I should be driving.
No, that's not safe.
No.
That's not safe. So stowage, I think, is where the Tiguan really excels because we got all kinds of goodies here for stuff. We got a gum place, we got our secret lotto fund, we got 6 cup holders. Oh yeah, we got a place for our gate key to our neighborhood. Cards, if you want to go through Starbucks, put your credit card right there, quick access. Boom.
6 cup holders, big cup holders go in the doors, nothing obstructing the shifter. Tiguan wins stowage by far.
By far.
Probably one of the most important categories you should compare with cars is how your beautiful, long, thin ballerina legs fit into the back of a car.
All right, Ballerina Legs, tell us about the legroom in the RAV4.
It's good. It's about the same width as I talked about in the Tiguan, but I do think the RAV4 wins because of the reclining back seat.
Whoa!
Just makes it comfortable. I mean, I haven't seen a back seat that reclines like this. It's pretty awesome.
That does look comfy.
For my ballerina legs.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Ballerina, how's it going back there?
The CRV is unfortunately the worst for my ballerina legs.
Oh no!
Not only do I feel really cramped width-wise, because this door handle's right here, but headroom, very minimal. I mean, we're talking about like an inch of headroom here. My ballerina legs, not happy.
I'm sorry. So we're in the Tiguan. How are your ballerina legs?
They're good. Front and back, obviously you can move a seat forward. So there's decent room. I'm 6'5", so I can fit. But width-wise, Tiguan, not as much width-wise for me back here, but I could live. It's not terrible.
Okay. You are a large human being, so we get that.
It's true.
Our next category is Operation Dumbo Drop. I know a few of you out there will appreciate this. We were both trying to think of a category name that had to do with cargo room, and literally we both thought of the movie Operation Dumbo Drop, so that's what we went.
No idea why, but here's how we fit in the back of all these compact SUVs.
Yeah.
As cargo. Operation Dumbo Drop in the RAV4. I'm a big box, I got plenty of room. And completely flat with the seats, so...
Yeah, it's crazy. This is probably, I think, the most room this way, and then also the most room, like, this way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the... yeah, plenty of room. Operation Dumbo Drop in the CRV. I gotta say, I think this is the worst cargo area. It's not bad height-wise, but the seats don't fold completely flat.
Yeah, you're not doing it right.
So you can lay them up, and then I guess you could take them out, but, I mean, if you really want to get something big in here, it's really hard.
I'm just picturing that being a hassle at like home improvement shops and, you know, all the different things.
The old home improvement shops. As a large box in the back of the Tiguan, I will say not a lot of room height-wise. Not bad though width-wise.
It's good. As a medium box, I'm very comfortable. The seats fold down. I feel like I got plenty of room.
The length is the shortest of the three in the Tiguan though. The last category is drivingness. How do these cars drive?
That's what everybody wants to know, right?
Let's get in each one, and let's just tell you how it drives. How it feels.
Is this how you drive?
I got a big steering wheel, and it doesn't have a lot of...
stability?
Sure. This. How was the drivingness of the RAV4?
It was good. I think that I liked it better than the CRV. I think it drove like a little bit smoother to me.
It did drive smoother. Brakes, not as good. I could definitely tell a difference there. I think this has the most viewing out of the windshield, which is kind of a weird thing, but I feel like I can see the most.
I can see that.
It definitely feels like it's got a good amount of room.
Feels like it has better acceleration as well.
It does. No window reverb with the window down, which is nice. Not a lot of wind noise. I think maybe a little bit more than the CRV, but not anything you're really going to notice. I think it drove all right.
Okay.
How'd you feel about drivingness?
It was good.
In the CRV, by the way.
In the CRV. So I drove this earlier too, and I just want to say a comment about the driving. I don't like the gear shifter, that all the gears are so close together, because it's not very clear what gear you're in. So you have to look on the screen. I mean, I'm sure you get used to that over time, but I didn't know if I was in drive or neutral.
I think the other thing, it's good with the windows down, not a lot of reverb, which is good. Don't hear a ton of wind noise.
Yeah.
It drives okay, a little bit like wonky on shifting as you're driving. You can kind of feel it shift a little bit more on up and down shifts. But overall, not bad in the CRV, not a lot of pickup, but you know.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Home again.
Tiguan drivingness is pretty solid out of the three of these. I mean, it wins.
It's hard to be objective, absolutely, but I just have to say I love the way it drives. Now, I will say there is a negative. Not necessarily negative, but the dash is a little bit higher up, so you don't get as much visibility, but I think the dash is really nice, and I think it looks the most...
It doesn't look cheap.
Cheap, yeah. It looks the least cheap out of all of them.
And I will say that driving the Tiguan's nice. The keyless entry stuff is awesome, but we weren't going to talk about features.
Yeah.
Maybe the other ones have keyless entry, but ours did not, so that kind of stunk. The one negative that the Tiguan has is the window reverb. It's the worst out of the three.
Yes.
If I just have my window down or you just have your window down, it's really,
crazy.
Really shaky. But that's probably because there's not a lot of wind noise.
No, there's none. It's like super quiet and super smooth, and I just love the way it drives.
It does drive very nicely.
Drivingness, thumbs up.
All things considered, the Tiguan wins.
I know, and I did want to say that, but I really hate sort of like comparison videos where you can feel like the whole point of it is just for them to tell you how good their car is. But I'm telling you,
it's a great car.
We tried these other cars,
also,
and I love our Tiguan.
You'll notice the categories, we didn't include any of the features of the car because we have the fully loaded Tiguan, and the RAV4 and the CRV are kind of the base models of those cars. So like, you know, the CRV doesn't even have like Bluetooth, and it doesn't have the backup camera, and so it would have been unfair to compare that stuff.
So we try to be as objective as possible. I will just say that I think that the Tiguan has an added luxury feel to it. You know, it's like the compact SUV, but you kind of feel like you're driving a little bit of a luxury car. I've never had that before, so I feel super swanky, and I just like it. Thanks to Tom Bush, as always, for supporting us and for letting us do these fun videos and
we love it.
Filling our driveway full of cars. Maybe next month we'll compare the Tiguan to like Porsches and Lamborghinis. They don't sell those.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that.
That'd be fun.
I don't think there's an insurance policy big enough for me to get behind the wheel of a Porsche.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye, guys.